Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. He's going to bring it out. Stopped in the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Missouri Tigers offense will go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. To Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball.
Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it. Off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to pass. Under fire. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to run it. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Key. Catch in the middle, it's Harmon. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
To the ground with the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
He did a really good job on 3rd down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On 3rd down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
Dances away to buy time. Makes the catch. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Key. Looking for the goal line. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense. They were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I like the idea going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
They'll run play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
You know, it's going to be so important for this offense to get better up front protecting and try to give this quarterback a pocket to throw from, because David, right now in that last play, he had no chance.
Yeah, and step one in stopping a good passing attack is always being able to affect it.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner will be dragged down. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rushes on him. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And I think when you got that kind of wheels... that kind of speed at the quarterback spot, you can get at anything. And a lot of times he makes big plays. Nice job by the defense. Not giving up, keep chasing, and they get the huge sack on that play.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's going to let it go. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll give it to the back. Trying to take it back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Wants to go up top. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too... Turning it on! Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now on the move. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll right.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. The defense has been... for dear life figuratively, now literally, and it draws a flag. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Lockett. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense uses the timeout to stop the clock, and they'll... same page for this big down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. With the catch, it's Harmon. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Key. Punts it out of the air. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And back to the air on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long.
Missouri will kick it off to open this 2nd half. Chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ball. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away and see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because...
Going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He ended up losing yardage on the play. Bring up 4th down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
A run for the quarterback. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on down.
Got him downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat them.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed and he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Scanning the field, it's Key. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This offense has it with really good field position. Going right to work up top. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Here comes the heat. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the veteran. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Key. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out. If they're going to cut into this deficit, let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Finds a little space. Across the 45. Wide open spaces. At the 20. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because Only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be...
Brings him to the open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Flushed out of the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the pummel. offense working from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. There he goes. The 10. Slippery slide. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Making side adjustments here. Back to throw. It's Key. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Here's a hit. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. He's got it inside the 15. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent and